We scoring, do this for my city. I bring on the trophy, feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss, baby, it's all in the wrist. You really want to be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never did.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. From just inside the 20. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Hey, check that. Let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Hurts throwing complete to Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
To the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Washington try to take away that area of the field.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 27 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Third and long for Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Okay, ready?
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Back.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Tight. Happy Lion. Hot 70. Hot 70. Hey, let's go.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one,
On
huh?
the jump. 60
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And you know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he's got his target, Harris. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that. Again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
at their 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A give running left. It's Sanders. And some space here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
163 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A 1-yard touchdown run for Miles Sanders. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Pickett.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Off play action, Pickett.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickett's.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Pickett. Able to find his man, it's Pickens.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Pickett now on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth.
37 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 41 yards.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Steelers 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then you're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They run again with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
Pickett sets up play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.